Hello friends, I welcome you all for next lecture of the subject Infrastructure Engineering and Construction Techniques. So in last few lectures we had gone through the contents of unit number 2, that is railways. So in continuation with that we are starting with the next point, that is turnouts. So in last lecture we had gone through the points and crossings. In this lecture we are going to discuss about the various types of turnouts. So we will see the objective, components and types of turnouts. So turnouts is the simplest combination of points and crossings, and it enables one track, that is either a branch line or a siding, to take off from another track. The objective of turnouts is to provide facility for safe movement of trains in either direction on both the tracks. So means the facility of movement of trains in any direction can be provided on both the tracks by using the turnouts. So here we can see the figure of a turnout. The figure 1 shows the various components of turnouts, in which we can see a pair of points or switches are provided. So here this A, B, C, D and E, F, P, L is a pair of points or switches which is already discussed under the heading points or switches. So here this AB is a stock rail and CD is a tongue rail. This EF is a tongue rail and PL is a stock rail. The next component is a pair of a stock rail. So here we can see AB and PL is a pair of a stock rail. Next is the V crossing. So here G, H, I and J is a V crossing. A shape is like that of a V, therefore it is called as a V crossing. The next component is the two check rails. Here we can see the two check rails are provided. This is the first one and this is a second one. Two check rails are provided. This is a main track and this is a side track or another track, and it also consists of wing rails. It also consists of 4 lead rails. So here we can see this is a outer straight lead rail. This is second outer curve lead rail. This is third inner straight lead rail, and this is a inner curve lead rail. So there are 4 lead rails. It also consists of switch tie plate, which is also called as gauge tie chair or a crossing tie plate. The next component is the studs or stops. Next component is the bearing plates or slide chairs or stretcher bar. So here we can see a stretcher bar is provided in between this stock rail and tongue rail to maintain a proper gauge in between these two rails. And for locking system, the locking box, lock bar and plunger bar etc. are provided. So once again we will just highlight the components of turnouts. It consists of a pair of points or switches which is as shown in figure, and in figure A, B, C, D and E, F, P, Q are the pair of points or switches. It also consists of a pair of stock rail. It consists of a V crossing. So in figure, GHIJ is the V crossing. It consists of 2 check rails, 4 lead rails, 2 wing rails. It also consists of stud or stop blocks. It also consists of switch tie plate or gauge tie chair or crossing tie plate. It also consists of bearing plates or slide chairs and stretcher bars. It also consists of rod, cranks, levers, etc. for operating the points, and it also consists of a locking box in which lock bar, plunger bar, etc. is provided, and this is called as a locking system. Some parts are not shown there, so that will be covered in the subsequent slides. So the first type of turnout is the right hand turnout. So whenever train from main track is diverted to the right of the main route in the facing direction, then it is called as a right hand turnout. So here figure 2 shows the right hand turnout, in which we can say this is a main track and the train is diverting to the right of the main route, therefore it is called as a right hand turnout. So here it also shows the basic components as shown in figure. So it consists of points or switches, stretcher bar, stock rails, check rails, wing rails, running rails, etc. And this is a crossing. So crossing is already covered under the heading crossings or points. So this is the first type of turnout. The second type is the left hand turnout. So when the train from main track is diverted to the left of the main route in the facing direction, then it is called as a left hand turnout. So here figure 3 shows left hand turnout, and this is a facing direction, means the facing of the train is in this direction, therefore it is called as a facing direction. And this is a main route and the train is diverted to the left of this facing direction, therefore it is called as a left hand turnout. And basically it also have the same components as that of the right hand turnouts, only the direction is important in left hand turnout and right hand turnout. The figure is as shown in figure number 3. So here one important point is there, that is theoretical nose of crossing, which is popularly known as TNC. So here we can see in figure 3, this is a point where which is shown as alpha and is called as a angle of crossing, means when the train is moving to the left or right side, it makes an angle alpha, and with this angle alpha we can see this is a sharp point which is called as a theoretical nose of crossing. So this is theoretical nose of crossing is nothing but a sharp imaginary point where two gauge faces, that is in case of acute angle crossing or the gauge face and sloping obtuse angle crossing will meet, is known as a true or theoretical nose of crossing. Means this is a imaginary point, and at this point two gauge faces, here we can see this is a gauge of the gauge means center to center distance between two rail sections for this main track, and for this diverging track this is the center to center distance. So means the gauge of one track crosses the gauge of other track with an angle alpha, and this imaginary point is called as a theoretical nose of crossing or true nose of crossing. And these are crossing which meets each other at an obtuse angle. So this is about the various types of turnouts along with its component. So with this we will stop here and will continue in the next lecture with the last point of unit number 2, that is track maintenance. Under that we will see how the railway track is maintained on the regular and periodic basis. Thank you. Here we can see the left hand turnout and right hand turnout. So this is a left hand turnout and this is a right hand turnout. Thank you friends. We will continue in the next lecture.